relationship?
You know, it's really interesting. Those negotiations, those talks, if they're going on at all, and not enough of them are taking place, are at it's a very small number of people. It's in essence Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and the White House. They're obviously not talking a lot. But the rest of us are kind of just waiting, in essence, for those to get their act together. And in the meantime, obviously, as you know, I last night submitted 4 amendments in the Rules Committee that I think would have opened up, would have gotten the support and a presidential signature to open up the government to stop the shutdown. Unfortunately, the Democrats, the Rules Committee, which is a leadership committee, did not even allow me to, or not allow me to even debate those amendments on the floor. So again, it's at that level. It hasn't affected our relationships because this is something that is being done. The decisions are being made by Nancy Pelosi here in the House, Chuck Schumer, and you know, it's up to them to try to negotiate in good faith with the White House. As of now, the White House we know what he wants. We know what the president wants. The president wants border security. He first wanted $25 billion, has now gone back from $25 billion to $5.7 billion for border security. So that's what the president wants. What do the Democrats want? What is it that they're willing to talk about and negotiate based on? They haven't said. They're just saying no, 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 no. That's not the way to negotiate, is when you refuse to put anything on the table. I put some alternatives on the table. Democrats won't accept them.
What are those alternatives? I mean, you mentioned the appropriation. What specifically did you put out there that would address this issue that the Democrats shot down?
Well, here's what I know would get bipartisan support. And by the way, not only do I know that the votes would be there in the House, but the votes would be in the Senate. And I'm pretty sure the president would sign it from conversations that I've had. And it's this. The president wants is down to $5.7 billion for border security, which is not unreasonable for the United States to be able to determine who comes in and leaves, or what comes in and what leaves. $5.7 billion is a lot less than the president had requested last time. It's a lot less than Nancy Pelosi and Mr. Schumer had supported publicly. Remember that in 2013 and 2014, that bipartisan immigration bill that passed the Senate had over $40 billion. 40, not 4. $40 billion for border security, and that seemed to be okay with.
Was that the infamous Gang of 8 bill?
Yes,
yeah.
yes. But Nancy Pelosi and Schumer both. Schumer, I believe, voted for it, and Nancy Pelosi said that she supported it. And so $40 billion. This doesn't have $40 billion for border security. This doesn't even have the $25 billion for border security that the president wants. This has the $5.7 billion. And what I did, my amendment said, okay, let's do that. But then let's also then solve the issue for the Dreamers, which is an issue that has strong bipartisan support, and those that are here under temporary protective status. Clean, Dreamers, TPS, and border security. That, I will tell you, Javier, would get strong bipartisan support, which is precisely why I think Nancy Pelosi and her Democratic leadership didn't allow my amendments to even be discussed and debated on the floor of the House this week.